So we are back. Talk that fashion shit. And I have a young, beautiful, amazing woman, Daisha Breedlove. She's been out here doing her thing as far as modeling, media host. She has her own platform, which she's going to talk a lot about. I had the pleasure of being on her platform, which was truly amazing. And I'm truly grateful that she reached out to me and told me that she wanted me to be a part of her segment. And I want to say I thank you. That was awesome. And
yeah, definitely.
also an actress. So you're going to be seeing her on the big screen, you know, HBO, Amazon, all these platforms, all these studios,
Yeah.
hitting her up, you know, looking for her to, you know, show her awesomeness to the big screen. So I'm definitely looking forward to seeing her uprising in that field as well. So yeah, like I said, this is that talk your fashion shit, and I'm gonna let her introduce herself. I know I try to give my best and right there, but I know she has more to say. So, you know, we're gonna be asking questions. Well, I'm be asking her questions throughout the segment, but I want to let her have her say and do her thing. So the floor is yours.
Definitely. Well, first I want to say thank you, Gary, for asking me to be on this show. You know, it was really nice talking to you when I interviewed you as well. So thank you for asking me to do this. And yeah, I'm open to answer anything that, you know, you want to know.
Definitely. How did you get started within modeling, and then also how did you transition that into your platform now, as far as like, you know, having your own platform where you're speaking to men like myself or young women that's out here entrepreneur and creating a field within the market of fashion or whatever, you know, music or whatever. What made you
Yeah.
decide to do that?
Nice. Well, as far as modeling goes, that started when I was about 7 years old. My mother would always dress me up and always just take pictures of me. And my sister would always get so tired of like taking all the pictures, but me, I would just love it. Like I would always just love, you know, her taking pictures, and I could just do it for hours at a time. So that it kind of started at a young age, and then transferred over to when I was about 16. I got asked to do a fashion show in Indianapolis, where I'm originally from. And I just fell in love with it. Like I just enjoy, you know, modeling the clothes. I just love the picture aspect of it, and just enjoy just, you know, being a model. So I'm like, you know what? This was actually free. They gave us the clothing, but it's like, I feel like if you could do something without getting paid, then I feel like you should definitely investigate that, because there's something to it. And I just, you know, been up from ever since. Yeah, so I always loved it.
Well, talk about your own media platform. I would love to hear more about how that, because I know you said um, you came from also media background, or you went to school for that, and
I did. Yeah. So I would say the whole media aspect started when first I always been a big chatterbox. Like, I mean, I would get in trouble in school for talking. Like, I'm a talker, but I'm also a listener too. So I realized that I would always just talk to people, like talk to everybody, and they would just open up to me, and they would open up so much to where some of the stuff they would tell me wouldn't even want to know. But I would always just give them like my honest opinion behind it. And I was just like, you know what? This is something I should probably look into, because I'm a humanitarian. I just love talking to people. So I decided to transfer that decision to going to school for broadcasting. So I went to Kentucky State before I moved to LA, and got a degree in broadcasting just because I love it so much. So yeah, I ended up here.
oh, Kentucky. All right, I see.
I know.
Man.
Yeah.
All right. So my next question is within both industry, how do
Mhm.
you build a strong relationship to keep you moving forward within each bracket as far as media and fashion, to keep
Mhm.
yourself out there and people aware of what you're doing, to keep bringing you in for a model shoot or media, as far as like, you know, platform, you know, you have your own, but you never know. So, you know, yes,
Yeah.
or whoever might hit you up and say, hey, I need you to sit down with someone and speak to them. So how do you keep yourself fresh and aware.
Yeah. Well, I would say me and you kind of touched base on this a little bit in our interview that we did before as well. But I would say just for one, I'm really big on social media. I mean, I always try to, keep myself relevant on social media, like as far as just posting and letting people who follow me know what I do, and also even reaching out to people who I don't know. Like, I'm not afraid to do that as well. I know sometimes people could be like, oh, they're all into this, they got to follow me back or follow the person. But it's like, if you don't network with even people on social media, you never know. They may actually become a real friend. So I like to follow people who are in the same field as me or actually just doing something just inspiring or just positive. So yeah, I would say social media is like a really big thing. And also just talking to people. Like, this business is definitely, it's not so much as far as looks because it's very competitive, but it's more so, I would say, who you know. And a person may look this way, but you can't really judge a book by its cover because you never know. That person may be connected to somebody who, you probably need to meet. So me, I never really discriminated with people based off how they look. I'm more so all about the energy. So I just talk to everybody. Like, I'm really big on networking. I'll be on set with somebody and I'll just like, hey, how you doing? And I'll just start talking to people and they'll connect me with somebody or I'll connect them. So social media, and I would say just word of mouth is definitely how I keep things fresh and alive and, keep people aware of what I'm doing.
Hey, like I shared on your platform, they like media, especially now with social media, can take you a lot of places that maybe it's hard for you to reach certain people, but since social media has you connected to a wide range of different people.
Yeah.
One person might know one person, another person might know one person, and then they find out you're doing this, and then they put you on their platform or you put them on their platform and you guys connect. So it brings a lot of people together, and that's what I like about it. And, you have your moments where it's discouraging or
exactly.
But it plays. If you want it to play the way that you want it to play for yourself, it can help you.
Yeah.
It is how you use it. But, it's funny now. Well, not funny, but I'm glad that I got a chance to, sit down with you today because it's a month for us to recognize our sisters, our women that's, sharing their life or pushing the platform for other women to keep rising, and for you to be a young Black woman within the field of fashion and also in media. Like, how do you see yourself maybe, or is it someone that you look up to that you're trying to maybe mimic, or not like be per se like them, but you look at them as guidance to keep pushing you forward? Like, how, and then
inspiring.
How do you see yourself, like someone looking at, after they see this video or your platform, they like, oh, she inspired me to like take it. Like, how do you see yourself?
Yeah. I would say who inspires me the most, as far as who I can look up to and actually relate to, especially in the broadcasting field, I would say it's Oprah for sure. Just because it's like, I know that's like a popular one, but the only reason why I do say Oprah is because as far as the broadcasting, I can definitely relate to her as far as she's a healer. And it's like that, the feeling that you get after talking to somebody and knowing that you made their day better is just, it's an amazing feeling. Like, I just really love talking to people and just giving them my honest opinion, because some people, they never really opened up to people. And like I said, some of the people who I talk to, a lot of the stuff that they tell me, they either held it in or felt like that people would judge them, or they can't really say what they want to do because the way society, promotes it or anything. So just the feeling I get is just very inspiring. And I noticed Oprah, she's kind of the same way. Like, she kind of helps people as well. So I would definitely think that she's someone I definitely look up to, and I hope that one day I can definitely be like her as far as the broadcasting goes, for sure. And obviously, yeah, she's successful as well. So
yeah. No, that's dope. I mean, that's someone definitely to look up to. I mean, Oprah been doing it and doing it well for decades.
Yeah.
So yeah, I, I'm gonna keep an eye on you. I'm gonna see you out there with your own show and own program.
Yeah.
And
Definitely.
let me ask you this question. Um, as for a model, media platform, right in your own lane, has there ever been a moment, um, maybe now or maybe in the past, that you felt like a what if factor? What if this
Mhm.
is my right direction? Did this really for me? Is it what I really should be doing? Like
Yeah.
modeling or whatever. Like how have you took that what if, or have you ever had a what if and
Mhm.
flipped it to make it work in your life?
Yeah. I mean, I feel like we all definitely face the question, what if I fail? Especially, coming from a small town in Indianapolis and being miles away from my family. I mean, that happens a lot, but I would say what helps, keep me grounded and keep me motivated and focused on my path is, for one, I'm a big believer in God. So that's like the first thing. I'm really big on that. And also just law of attraction as far as just putting out the energy that you want back. So I try to keep a positive mindset. I try to eat healthy things. I try to surround myself around people who are like-minded and also very positive as well, because I definitely went through a time where I surrounded myself around people who were pretty negative, and I realized when you surround yourself around those type of people, they pull you down with them. You start feeling like that you're gonna fail, or you stop believing just because they didn't believe in themselves. And it's like, you got to stay strong because energy is everything. So what you put out into the universe, I feel like it comes back to you. And I'm thankfully I was able to leave those people alone, and now I'm actually finally surrounded around like-minded people who just kind of keep me, who like-minded people, and also God, God, people who believe in God as well, just kind of keep me just grounded and just, strong. Because again, it's hard, it's easy to, get pulled down or just have those days where you just like, is this really for me? But I feel like when you just kind of quiet your surroundings and just kind of take a breather, then it's something that hits you like, okay, maybe I was just going through something at the time, and you just got to keep it pushing. So definitely having a strong mindset and believing in God is definitely helps me stay strong for sure. Because I have my days. Everybody does. We all have those moments where we're like, all right, forget this. I just want to quit, but just got to keep going.
Yeah. I mean, you hit it right on the nail. I mean, as far as like belief factor is very like
Yeah.
it helps everything. Like meditation, reading the book,
Yeah.
trying to get your mind. You always got to reset because you're dealing with so many different emotions throughout the day, and then you need to have that moment where, like you said, eating right, prayer, meditating,
Yeah.
relaxing, getting all the energy because life is about energy. So yeah,
Yeah.
you deal with you walk in and you're happy, and then you come across someone that's down and angry, and then you all of a sudden you're like, hey, I was just feeling happy a few minutes.
Exactly. Yes. For sure. No, it's funny. That actually happened to me this morning. I was like, all right, I felt my energy changing. So I was like, okay, just take a breather, and realize that this person's emotions is not yours, and just remove yourself. So I had to, take a moment. But, we all do. So,
All right. I mean, I'm loving this. This is dope. I'm glad you came aboard and you're sharing so much with me. And
yeah,
I'm
definitely.
definitely looking forward to sharing this platform with everybody so they can know how to reach out to you because we're gonna share your information. We're gonna share every outlet that you have to everyone so they can keep checking you out and keep watching you move forward. So we're gonna be doing that pretty soon. But my next
Definitely.
question is, what advice would you give a young lady, a young lady that's starting new within the model industry, and what would you tell her, or how would you lead her to follow the right way, pursuing her dream and watch,
Mhm.
pushing out all the negativity and the doubts of people saying, you're not tall enough, or you're too short, or you don't have, you have a look, or you like, what information would you give this young woman to keep pushing her forward towards her dream?
Mm-hmm. I would say definitely, first, you have to develop tough skin in this industry. I mean, me and you both know that you're going to hear no a lot of times, but it's like you can't really let that no phase you, because you can hear 4 no's, and then the fifth one that you think is going to be a no could be a yes, and then a million doors open. So I would say definitely develop tough skin. And I would say what will help do that is definitely surrounding yourself around people who are not just going to be yes man, or another way to phrase that is people who are always just going to, just because you look good or because they like you or want something from you, who are just going to always agree with you on everything. So I actually, had to go through that as well, to where it's like, okay, you keep hearing yes and you keep hearing yes, but it's like at the end of the day, are these people really being truthful with me and helping me develop my tough skin along the way? Because you're not going to always hear yes, and you're so pretty, you're this and you're that, just because these people, like you or care about you. The industry is it can be rough and ruthless, So I would say just surrounding yourself around people who are not going to only tell you yes, but who are going to be truthful with you because they do care, even though it could be hard to hear sometimes. And I was talking about this the other day as well. Like, at first it could be tough when hearing someone who doesn't agree with you, but hearing that, you learn to appreciate it, because it's like you don't understand it at the time, but later on you like, that person was actually honest with me, and they're telling me stuff that in the cold world they're not going to sugarcoat, So that helped kind of surrounding myself around those people who are not just going to always say yes and actually tell me the truth, whether it's brutal or not. Help me develop the tough skin, rather than just being weak. Because when you always hear what you want to hear, the real world isn't like that. So, you can get kind of wrapped up in that and not really know what it really is, So, I would say definitely developing tough skin and surrounding yourself around people who are going to tell you the truth, and not just everything that you want to hear. And you gotta respect it at the end of the day too. I feel like, because a lot of us want to hear somebody who just always, oh, you look like this or you look like that, or just telling you, agreeing with you all the time. But having that balance in opinions, I feel like definitely helped develop the tough skin as well. Just hearing it from another perspective, So.
Okay.
Yep.
Last question, but not least, because we're gonna keep running this. I want to keep hitting you up, and we're gonna keep talking, and we're gonna keep sharing our information, hopefully on both platforms. So.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, for sure. I know. I'm gonna take a picture after so I can post it on my story.
So, my last question: what do you think about the law of attraction? Do you incorporate that into your business and your regular day life?
Yeah, it's funny. I didn't even know you were going to ask this question. But yes, I am, as I said earlier, I'm so big on the law of attraction, because that's really how the universe works. Once you put out that positive energy, that's what you receive in return. Like, if you say I'm a failure, I'm not going to make it, or everybody thinks I suck, then people are going to actually really start thinking you suck, and you're going to actually really start to believe yourself that you suck. But when you put that energy in the universe, like, okay, I don't know what job I'm gonna book today, but I know I'm gonna book something, or I don't know how this is gonna go, but I know it's gonna come out successful, then it actually really starts to happen. So I'm really big on law of attraction, putting out the energy, not even just with the universe, but also with just, how you treat people. The energy that you get back as far as just kindness and positivity. That's the type of people that you attract. When you put out negativity or jealousy or just coldness to people, those are the type of people that you're going to attract. And I feel like, and I'm rambling, but this is actually something very interesting to me. I feel like sometimes people who are negative a lot, and who are just cold to people, and they question, like, I had a friend like that who always wants to know, like, why do I always attract these type of men or these type of people who just do me wrong or do that? And I would have to tell her, like, listen, I don't know if you're aware of the law of attraction, but it's really the energy that you're putting out. You're not that kind of people. You're very negative, and you're very jealous of other people's success a lot of times. And unfortunately, those are the type of people you're going to attract. But I told her, like, work on being a little bit more positive, maybe nicer to people, and you'll attract nicer people to you, So, yeah, I'm really big on law of attraction. Definitely.
You were straightforward to it. And I was like, hey.
Yeah, for sure. No, like, you touched the nerve.
I want to ask one more question.
Yeah.
For young ladies that's deciding to be a model, or not, I guess it's a model, but what is it, like another term that women use now as far as like,
entertainer?
I don't want to say entertainer because that sounds like something else, but
yeah, I know, like
I guess it's still modeling, but I just thought I wanted to give it like more of a stronger independent type structure of the name, but I guess I could still use modeling. Mm-hmm. So like, say like, I don't know if you went down that road, but did you ever take like modeling courses, or did you go to a modeling agency that helps you book? Do you feel like is that still important today for young ladies jumping in the industry? Should they just use like the media platform to reach photographers, or try to book through social media for if they need a model? Like I can send you my pictures, or do you think they should do? Is it either one still more professional, or should the other be more professional than the other? Do you understand what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, I would say you can definitely never know too much. Like, even me today, like I've been doing this for years, but I still always feed my brain and always try to just keep recreating myself, as far as just staying fresh and, networking with the current people. And like I said, reaching out to who's actually doing the current stuff on social media, and even still just taking classes. Like I've taken acting classes, I've taken runway courses, I worked with a model coach one-on-one before. So I feel like definitely you want to be an expert in your craft or whatever it may be. So I feel like you just got to keep just learning and working on it, no matter what, because that keeps your tools just sharp, because there's new people coming out every day. But if you just constantly just keep refreshing yourself and just know that you're an expert in your craft by just constantly always practicing it in any little free time you have, then I feel like that also just keeps you fresh and current with what's new right now. So.
And then like now, before you used to have have a portfolio of like your pictures and what you have. Mm-hmm. Do you feel like that's like out of the equation now? Like everything now is like how many followers you have on TikTok or
Yeah. I feel like it's both. Like they definitely that's not everything, because it's like when you're good at what you do, it doesn't really matter how many followers you have. They can grow that. You can grow that as you progress. But I would say definitely a portfolio you definitely need. Like to go on castings, you have to have something to show. So I definitely have a portfolio, and also having a portfolio online as well. That way, because a lot of stuff now is digital. But I still am into the old-fashioned stuff where I still have my stuff printed as well, just because just for having both, So yeah, I feel like definitely having a portfolio and also having your work online, whether it's YouTube, Facebook, Instagram. Like I'm on all the platforms, so you never know who may see that. Like I just booked a job the other day, and he was telling me, like, I was looking at your interviews. It was a modeling job, but he was telling me he looked at my interviews on YouTube. And I'm like, see, you just never know. And he was like, that's why I hired you. But I'm like, that has nothing to do with modeling. That's my other job. But still, just putting your stuff out there, people look at that, before they call you into the door. So you definitely got to have your stuff online as well as in person. Is great.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
Yeah.
I want you to share all your outlets of how people can reach you, from, I guess, IG to, if you want to be Facebook or whatever, YouTube, like share all your information so people can find you, check you out, or like you said, either reach you.
Yeah, definitely. Well, I will first say I'm pretty active like I said, on Instagram. So you can reach me at I-AM Daisha Marie. So Daisha, and then Marie, Marie. Then also, once you click on my Instagram, you can have a link to my website and also all my other outlets as well. So my website and my email and everything is, I would say, is on my Instagram. So you can reach me on there for sure.
So I want to say thank you, thank you, thank you.
Yes.
This is awesome. I appreciate it. I'm looking forward to us talking that fashion shit some more. So
yeah, definitely. Thank you for having me, Gary. And yeah, I can't wait to share this. So I'm gonna try to take a quick screenshot for my Instagram. I don't know.